points of the obvious ones, but some that people really don't see, kind of like that. Like kids really do really stress out about these tests, and parents don't always understand because they didn't have these type of tests back then. So it kind of brings up that realization of people also with the stereotypes. Like even though like we hear these like talks about like Mexicans being illegal, or like gay guys like, oh, like he's trying to hit on me. Like people have that reaction in real life, but some of us don't notice that. And even at the end of that the fear video, he even says like, thank you for allowing my fear to like let you bring out like your opinion and like what you're trying to like let the people know like outside of this.
I think he makes the big one. He brings it down the steps, and he makes everything really general. So it's like in public, anyone can really understand. We're like we actually said, and we all stand here, and the Mexican stereotypes, the Muslim stereotypes, all those stereotypes. I feel like he really is using persona to imply the problems that we as a society have, that we stereotype people without really giving them a chance to know them. Like that.
To speak from the front lines, how he's like, what he's one of the he's one of the citizens. He's not someone that hears about this. He's someone on the front lines.
Yeah, people judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I really got by the stereotypical ones.
Yeah, but I never really knew, like, okay, I know like about the stereotype, but I never really thought people actually had fears of it. So like when I was watching it, it took me by surprise, because I'm like, okay, well, I know a lot of people, like, especially when it comes to the gays, like, oh, you're gay, you're trying to hit on me, like, you immediately think, like, I know that's it, but I never know, like, people had a fear of it. So when I was watching it, it actually, like, it opened up, when I was watching it, it opened up my view to the whole fear clip. Like, I had to rewatch it. Like, some of these clips, I actually had to rewatch it to understand, like, get a better understanding of, like, what he was trying to say. Because at first I'm like, okay, I laughed, it was pretty funny, like, most of these they're hilarious, but it's like, now after I got all the jokes and I understood it, it's like, okay, now I can actually take notes on it, and I can understand, like, why he said what he said, and why did he appeal to a certain audience, based on the topics that he was talking about.
I just saw like, really quick.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that it also brings up like the fact of how the victims, you could say, of this, like the stereotypes, how they have to like fight back and like not like go crazy, completely crazy. Like when he was telling the gay guy like, oh, like I could see that you're trying to hit on me, like you could see that his face was just like, can you like not do that? Because like they're getting frustrated, but if they like retaliate and stuff like that, that's giving people the expression that they're trying to get out.
It's last call. I just want to say it's last call, so it's now or never.
You can't leave. I can't leave.
Muslim guy, you could tell like he was like, testing his patience when he was like, oh, when we radicalize, I was never radicalized. And like he just keep pushing. And that Muslim guy, he beat the stereotype right there, because he was like, Muslim guy is full of anger. And yet he was like, he kept a really cool head, and you could just see like he really wanted to, but he didn't. And he broke his stereotype there. And the gay guy, he would make some really pushy statements, and the gay guy would sort of laugh it out. And like, oh, bear guy, I don't know what bear guy was.
So this is my last question, and I know we have to wrap it up. But after seeing all these videos, and we know that Stephen Colbert also always had a good intent in his videos. It wasn't to bash anybody. So like with all the stereotypes and everything, how does this change your mindset from now on to thinking about Mexicans taking all the jobs, quote unquote, and gay guys always trying to hit on you? Like, how does this change your perspective on things? And like as an American, how can you change your things so that nobody else has to make a video about how Americans act?
I found it kind of sad at first because I didn't really know how, like I said before, like different politics. I'm not going to understand their own language. I mean, like everyone has like their own terms that they want to use and how to use it in their prior knowledge. But like how I saw everything, and then how the Wikipedia things, and then how it's kind of true in a way, but they're trying to make it as us, like if we're trying to make some people feel bad because of certain things we're not actually doing anything, but if we are, I mean, it's just minor steps that we're doing. We're not necessarily taking that big step into going and fixing the equality or fixing like the fear with all the Mexicans or racial discrimination that we have here. So I mean, like, it kind of brings out the ideas that people have, but not necessarily not the action. So hopefully it would bring out some a little bit more for the attention to the people. That saying, if you don't like how they're representing ourselves, then you should do something about it.
I want to compare that to something in society. It's something in society where he was asking all the stereotyped people about all that stuff, and he was kind of like, you know, in a way trying to flame them. That could be compared to a person known as Brickstone. He's a news reporter. If anybody knows about the Westboro Baptist Church, he goes there to whenever they're doing their little rallies and whatnot, and he makes them look stupid. And they, instead of people, as Will was talking about how people were educatingly answering the questions and whatnot and being calm about it, they back themselves into a deeper hole each time he makes fun of them. So that's how you can kind of see how people take the stereotypes into facts and whatnot against them, and how it's easily seen, or how people are trying to disprove that.
Well, going off of what Deanna was saying, then we can wrap it up. Oh, what did she say, wrap it up?
Yeah.
Oh, someone wrap it up then.
I think it's just trying to get people to change from being narrow-minded to more open-minded about subjects like inequality, stereotypes, just so we don't, like, so we're not too, like, everyone has the same mindset of, oh, like, the Mexicans are taking jobs, or gays are trying to change people, or we can't have a multicultural commercial because it's America. So I think he's just trying to get people to lose that mindset, to become more, like,
Open.
yeah, open to, like, let that type of stuff in, and, like,
Be free like America says we are.
Land of the free.
That's the purpose of it. Alright. That's the purpose of it.
Why not?
Get done?